Good morning. We are going to continue with our Unit 6. We are going to have Unit 6, Lesson 6, which is all about solving equations with x squared. We did equations with square roots before. Now we're going to kind of do the opposite of that and work with x squared. Let's check it out. Right, similar steps to what we did before, a little bit different in here, but we're going to split the equation first. So the first thing we want to do is split the equation. Remember, that's like if I have x plus 5 equals 7, we're just going to draw that line right down the equal sign, split the equation one side and the other so that you know what side you're working on. Then you want to isolate the variable or the, and I'm just going to do it right this way, as x squared. What I want you to isolate is the exponent, the term with the exponent. In this case, most likely it's going to be an x squared. Then you're going to find the square root of each side of the equation. Okay, and then finally you're going to solve for the variable. Let's check it out. First problem we have here, we have x squared equals 25. Well, if we go through our steps, we already have the variable or the exponent isolated. So all you want to do here, since you have the exponent isolated, to get rid of the squared, you need to take the square root. And if whatever you do to one side, you have to do to both. So we'll do that. So the square root of x squared is, well, what times itself equals x squared? That's x times x. So the square root of x squared is just x. And what's the square root of 25? Hopefully we know that one is 5. So x equals 5. Yes and no. Yes, x does equal 5. 5 times 5 is 5. But this is the case, if you remember from our last lesson, we talked about this. When you take the square root of something, you're going to have two answers. Because the square root of 25 is 5, which is 5 times 5. But it's also negative 5, because negative 5 times negative 5 also equals 25. So you want to make sure that you're paying attention to this part. When we take the square root of something, you are going to get two answers. And that is your answer right here. This x equals plus or minus 5. Let's try another one. Okay, first thing you want to do, draw that line right down the center. Okay, and we need to get the x squared by itself. We can't do it just yet because there's a 3 there. That's 3 times x. So what we're going to do is divide both sides by 3. 3 divided by 3 is just 1. So we're left with x squared equals 27 divided by 3 is 9. All right, we got that x squared there. Need to get rid of the x squared. So how do we do that? Well, we take the square root of both sides. Square root of x squared is just x. Square root of 9 is 3, but remember, we need to always have our plus or minus 3. 3 times 3 is 9, but so is negative 3 times negative 3. That's it for page 1 of our notes. Come on back for page 2. If you have any questions, comment, or let me know.